Old guy here. Today we're going to be talking about small chassis Audis, 4000s, B3s, B4s, coupes, and we're going to be talking about this. This is a ball joint extension. I like to call it a strut extender because it's not really, to me, it's more of a strut extender than a ball joint extender. So a lot of people over the years have used ball joint extenders basically from VWs. This is 19 millimeter, and they've put it on their Audis. The only problem with this is when you put a VW type ball joint extender on, it wants to kick out the ball joint. And then you have to space out something because it wants to hit the rotor. So this was made by a gentleman in the Nordic countries. I don't remember his name. It's been several years since I bought these. This is made out of 4130 chrome moly. It's held up well. If you make it out of anything else, you're probably going to have a problem. Now, if you'll notice, the top of this is radiused, and what that does, instead of having this pin come down and be flat with the top of this, by radiusing this, you take the stress out of it between the flat parts. So that helps. It's slotted on this side, and this, I don't know how much it allows it to squeeze, but it does squeeze tight around the ball joint. Regular ball joint goes in here, again, 19 millimeter. But it's all out of one solid piece of material. So we're going to go up to the bench and I'm going to show you what it looks like bolted up to a control arm, a hub carrier, and the ball joint. Then we're going to take a look at what it looks like when it's on a car, so you can see how it all bolts up. Okay, so here we have it all bolted up. This is all the parts from a small chassis Audi. This is the cast control arm. This is the hub carrier and the hub. Your ball joint is here, and then here's your, what I call a strut extender. So as you can see how it fits in there. Anyway, this is what it looks like when it's bolted up. The idea behind this is when you lower a car, the control arm wants to go above parallel. Okay, so instead of being like this, it wants to be like in this way. What you want is either level or a little bit down. This affects your handling. I don't remember all the proper terms. I have a friend of mine who's an engineer and he would be able to explain all this, but I don't. Just be known that this keeps your control arm from going up too far, which affects your handling. So now we're going to take a look at what it looks like when it's bolted up to the car. Okay, this is the front end of my Audi coupe, and this is the strut extender or ball joint extender bolted into the car. I painted it black before I put it on, give it a little coating. I don't know if chrome moly rusts or not, but this is what I did. Camera's a little jerky. I'm holding it by hand. So anyway, this is what it looks like when it's bolted on the front. So anyway, you can tell that this ball joint extender helps. It just keeps the level of the control arm. Now granted, this isn't on the ground, so it's going to droop a little bit anyway, but it definitely helps. I mean, in some cases you could probably go a little lower, but you got a rim to contend with too. When the gentleman in the Nordic countries, I can't remember which one was, I'm sorry, but I don't remember. He showed it in various presses and, putting a lot of strain on it, and I bought them, and they've been good. I felt like the handling became a little bit lighter because the control arms weren't above parallel. These are my thoughts. This is what I did. You don't have to.